Hi guys, it's Angela, and I am finally back with another video for Flosstube. Yay, Flosstube! Okay, so I got a new job this week, getting to work with the puppies and the kitties, and my husband is over there laughing at me. He's sitting in the swing, like, laughing under his breath at me. It's terrible. He's a terrible person. Not really, but I'm going to tell him that anyway. So, new job, the Humane Society, which has stopped a lot of my stitchy progress. But I still actually got a completed FFO to show you. And I have two other finishes that I finished before I started to work. But this video is going to mainly consist of my WIPS, because I promised to show you all my current WIPS. It is a Bappo WIPS, which is a big ass pile of WIPS to show you. So I'm just going to jump in and get started. I'm going to show you my finishes first. I finished my PMS Dwarfs, Itchy Bitchy, Sleepy, Sweaty, Bloaty, Forgetful, and Psycho. So that's where that looks like, and I'm going to frame it and hang it in my bedroom. I also finished Year in Chalk for June, which is Catch a Wave, and I'm going to be mounting this hopefully later tonight and putting it on its frame to hang up. We will see if that gets done or not. And my final finish is an FFO. So I bought this little 3x5 locking box, so it holds like index cards and things for his teacher, and I put the FFO on top of it, and its teaching is a work of heart. This is from Lizzie Kate, stitched with Weeks Dye Works threads. And I just put it on foam core board with some cotton backing and laced it up and put some felt on the back and velcroed. So it's velcroed on. No, I'm not going to show you right now because it's a little harder to take off. You got to do it kind of slowly so that you don't... Oh, there you go. You can see it just velcros on and off. That way if she decides she wants to put it on something else later and she doesn't like it on top of the box, she is perfectly capable of doing so without any major surgeries done to the piece. Okay, so that's my three finishes. Now I'm going to show you WIPs. And I'm going to start with my big pile of princess silhouettes, which a lot of these WIPs you saw during my Stitch Mania updates, and then some of you have not seen, so I'm just going to go through all of them. But we have Merida is outlined and started. Pocahontas, this is one you did not see during Stitch Mania, is outlined and started. She's about halfway done. Elsa is outlined. Tiana is outlined. And Aurora is outlined. And since I am showing you those, and it's all one big project really, I'm going to show you the ones I've already finished. I've been working on this for a little over a year now, I believe, to hang in my baby sister's room once she gets her own room soon. So we have Tinkerbell, Anna, Jasmine, Cinderella, Ariel, Belle, and Snow White, or Snow Red in this case. That's all the princesses that I'm doing, except for Rapunzel, who I haven't even started outlining her yet, but there's her thread. This way. There's her thread. So I will get her outlined eventually and get her started, and then hopefully get this humongous project completely finished. That would be wonderful. Now to my WIPs. This I've been using as a backing is one WIP to show you. It's a baby Afghan, and it's pretty good sized. And 2 squares on every row. Every row has a design stitched on it. Well, we'll have a design stitched on it. So far I have 3 of the blocks stitched. I've done the top corner, which is the Disney Dreams collection. And if any of you do the Thomas Kincaid Disney Dream kits, this just pulled the main characters from the patterns to use in the blocks. So they're the same exact designs used in those. There is Cinderella and her prince. And the third block I've only started on, but I'll go ahead and show you. It is the start of Beast, so you have his shoulder and then his legs, as you can see, and that's going to be his hair bow. And this will be where Belle's standing. So when this is finished, we hope to go on a Disney cruise next year. It was originally planned for this year, but plans change, a new job start, and all that good stuff. But what I'm going to do is you can have the cast members leave anything at the desk, 2 things, and the cast members that are dressed in costume will come by and sign whatever it is. So I'm going to leave this and have them sign in the blank squares, and then I'm going to stitch over their names in whatever color Sharpie that they sign in and stitch it on permanently. So it'll be a beautiful heirloom when it's done. So that is one of my WIPs, which originally I thought I had to have done by November. So I guess that's one good thing about the cruise changing date. I will not have to rush so much to get this piece done. But the other squares on it, I'll show you on this if you can see. It's Tink, Peter Pan, Bambi, Snow, Lion King, Pinocchio. I don't know why Lion King writes 2 squares. I'm sure Garrett's going to be quite mad about that, but sorry Garrett, I didn't make it. My next WIP is my head that I'm working on. My very first one. And it is Mini Treasure Hunt Bookshelf. Artworks by Amy Stewart. And I am doing this 1/1 on 25 count DMC Magic Guide. I started this 2/1 on 25 count, and I realized that was freaking stupid. I actually got quite a bit farther than I am right now. This is all I have done. So really a whole bunch of nothing. Wish you can't see that. There you go. I actually had the whole, I keep dropping stuff and I'm afraid it's going to go down the crack of my porch. But I had the first 800 squares here down, plus a bunch all the way down in that 2/1, and I hated it. It was so thick and hard to pull my needle through. So I gave up and went to 1/1. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing with that. So since I've restarted, I haven't picked it up much. I kind of got frustrated with it, and I figure I'll get back to it later. See if I can get this off the ground. You'll have to give me a second. Oh, jeez. Okay, we got it. My next WIP is one I started last year. This was sent to us by a very good friend of ours. I consider her family, as my Christmas gift last year. This kit was. So I got the top half done except for back stitching. This is Little Whispers by Needle Treasures, and I don't have the clip art to show you what it looks like when it's done. But this is the wispy horse's mane. It goes down to the horse's head. You got your little boy cowboy's head, and you'll go down to his body with the stirrups and ropes and stuff. And so that's exactly halfway done, minus a little bit of back stitching. And I haven't worked on that at all this year. Well, I bet I did start it probably closer to January. But I knocked out the whole top half in one rotation. I didn't work on anything between. And I haven't picked it back up since I've done the top half. So then we have the Storytime sampler from Frosted Pumpkin, which I'm doing on the recommended Storm fabric, which is so soft and beautiful. I am in love with it. I still have not done May, Charlotte's Web, but I'm trying to finish the other gift for his math and history teacher. And school ends in less than 2, or right at 2 weeks. So I kind of got to get on the ball. I just started it last night. So this will have to wait. But that's how far I am on that, and I am loving this design so much. And seriously, this fabric is so soft. Then I started Butterfly Profusion from Dimensions, and I haven't got very far on that either, just the outline of one little butterfly. I think this fabric, it's just 14 count Aida, but I love the design stamped onto it. I think it gives it such good quality of an image when it's done. So that's a fun piece. And this is what it will look like when it's done. Then I have my son's Pokemon. I do some Pokemon for him on plastic canvas. And this is the start of Leafeon, which of course you can tell nothing about it except for some green blobs, because all I've done is his little green outline through there. My next WIP is Double Double Toil and Trouble, and this is from a magazine, and I just cross stitch, I believe, one of the Halloween editions. I'd have to look and see. I don't remember which one, and I don't have a clip art to show you. I'm kind of failing at that. But this is the start of it. This is Flash Lugana from Picture This Plus, which I love. I think it's so pretty. It's coming in a little lighter orange on the screen than it really is. It's a little bit darker, but not much. It's very, very muted and pretty. And that's the top lip of my cauldron, and then the body of it's going to come down and around. Then you got really pretty colored, like, fumes coming out, and it'll say Double Double Toil and Trouble. So that is a fun piece that I am saving for the Orange is the New Black Sal in the Stitch Mania group. We are going to be stitching something orange or black, and this qualifies in all cases. So that's what I'm going to pull that back out for, which I won't get to do the day of the Sal because it's my son's dance recital that day, but I will do it that weekend at some point. And we have my Cheshire Cat, which I've not progressed any on since I last showed you. My 1,000 Daisies WIP, which I've not made any more progress on either. My Blissfully Unaware piece, I've not had any progress on either. It still just says blissfully, so not much there to show. In and out, squeaky door, squeaky door. Then we have my Owl Birth Stippler, some Cherry Hill stitchery, and all I have done is the word tight and a squiggle, so not much done there. I don't think I want to hang up tight squiggles on my wall. That'd kind of be funny. Then I have another older WIP of mine, which is Voyage at Sea by Dimensions, which will look like this when it's done. Wow. And I've got that much done. This is my first attempt at parking, and I hate parking. So I'm going back to just my regular cross-country stitching. And that's how far I am on that. And then my final WIP is the one I'm currently working on for his teacher, which is To Teach is to Touch a Life Forever by Lizzie Kate. And I'm just going to be framing that in, I believe, a magnetic frame that she can kind of put up in her classroom somewhere. And all I have done on that is Tooch. I know you. So, not a lot of progress there. But I'm doing it on the green. I got actually a piece of green double this size. I cut it in half so I could have it for something else later for $5 from 123 Stitch when I was ordering this. So, I was all about that life. That is all of my current WIPs, I believe. I don't think I missed any. The only thing I have left to show you now is things I have kitted up to start. Now I have other things that I've started buying patterns and things for, DJ would like to get an app, Dad, if you want to prove that. But I have other things I've started buying patterns and stuff for, but they're not completely kitted. But I have a few things here that are completely kitted, and I will show you what they are that I plan to start soon. So I have the next 5 months, Year in Chalk, kitted up and ready to go, which you've seen those. I have Dreaming of Tuscany, which is a Dimensions Gold Collection piece. I have 2 more of the cityscapes, where like I did the one for Paris, or no, I did London. I have Paris and New York left to do, of the miniature pretty little cities on black. So those are kitted up and ready. I have the Travel Wine Glass, which you saw in my, I think the last one video I showed you the finish of it, but I've done it in like the purple variegated, almost like this color, on the ivory color fabric. So next I'm going to do the ivory color fabric again with this silk floss. This is Geranium from Moso. I have 3 skeins of this. It took me 3 skeins of Weeks Dye Works to do the last one. Almost 3. So I'm praying I have enough, because Mo is sold out of this now. So if I don't have enough, I will possibly cry. I'm pretty sure I will. We'll see. And then the third one I'm going to do on a red that's almost that geranium color fabric. And I'm going to use the Splendor Silk floss. Yeah, I don't know what color this is. It's just some kind of a cream ivory color. So that's going to be pretty, hopefully. And I believe that's it, except for my Mirabilia, which I planned to put in my Stitch Mania lineup, but I ended up changing it out for something else. And I have August Peridot Fairy. And she is ready to go, all kitted up, all of her beads and everything. I have never beaded anything before, so I'm really nervous to start her. But we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can manage to pull that off. So that, my dears, is all of my WIPS, my last few finishes, and my kitted up projects. So I guess my next video I may do Pam Reed's tag. I've been wanting to do that. I'm not sure. Hopefully I'll get the questions wrote down and get that done for you next weekend. And I'll show you progress on anything I may have finished. Hopefully I will finish that teaching gift by then, so I can get back to some of my other WIPs. And I hope you all have a lovely Memorial Day. We went to the park and stuff yesterday, but today we've been trying to get some stuff done around the house. We're getting our pool cleaned and filled back up and set up. And we're going to cook out on the grill, and my mom and the baby's coming over to eat with us. And that should be a fun evening, and it's back to work tomorrow. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and that you're getting good stitchy progress done. I've been trying to keep up with some videos. I'm not completely caught up from what I've missed, but I'm trying to watch one here and there as I can. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye.